Hey guys, quick thing before you listen to this episode of the podcast. This episode does include major spoilers for Stranger Things Season 5, so if you've not yet seen it, I do recommend going to another episode of the podcast to dodge any spoilers. Just want to let you guys know that real quick, so let's get to the show. Hello and welcome everyone to another episode of the Morning Tapes podcast. My name is Matthew Fontaine, and I hope you are having or had a great morning today. We're coming up on winter break. I'm back at college. I'm doing finals. Kind of sucks, but we're gonna thug it out, right? Yeah, exactly. We got a lot to cover for this episode. I'm gonna get right into it because I'm looking forward to this episode. So here we go. We're gonna do a quick overview. We're gonna talk about multiple things for Font Films, such as the Disney video Gone Awry, and another upcoming video. We're gonna cover the news, and then for our main discussion today, we are covering the 5th season of Stranger Things. So far, there's only 4 episodes, but oh my God, is there a lot to discuss. So, let's go to Font Films. If you've been keeping up with the podcast, you know that the Disney video or the Disney vlog is out now. I put a lot of time and effort into this video, and I'm extremely proud with how it came out. People are loving it. I think it's one of the best. I think it's definitely, it's up there for the best, I'd say. I put a lot of jokes in there. I didn't want it to be boring, but I also didn't want to be, make it too much to the point where, the jokes get annoying. And I think I succeeded with that. But this Thanksgiving was a very big day for Font Films since it was a 2-video release day. I uploaded 2 videos. So in the morning, Thanksgiving morning, I dropped the first and most likely only trailer for Gone Awry because I'm not trying to release that much information. If anything, I'll put a couple TikToks here and there, which might show a clip or two. So if you want to see those, go to TikTok or Instagram. That's how I get my viewers to go to my other platforms. But yeah, the trailer that I made does not show a lot. It's a lot of me, but you do get a couple clips of action. I really want, like I said before, I really want my audience to kind of not necessarily go in blind, but you don't really understand what is going on in the film until you actually watch it. I just wanted to grab your attention, and I feel like I definitely did that with the trailer. I'm very happy with how this Thanksgiving turned out. And it was just a great. I had a great Thanksgiving. I hope you all did too. This isn't the Thanksgiving episode though. That was last episode, so we're not gonna talk about it anymore. So switching gears, let's talk about future Font Films projects. In the coming days, I will be releasing the sequel to my interview that I created in 2020. This video coming up will be titled "My Name is Matthew and the Year is 2025." So I'm gonna actually give a better description to what this video is, so that people actually know why I'm making this. So back in 2020, I saw these videos of people doing the same stuff. I think Mr. Beast recently dropped a video just like this. He communicated with himself over so many years. And I'm basically doing the same thing to where back in 2020, I recorded myself asking future me questions with the goal of making a sequel or second video 5 years after the fact. And guess what? Time's up. 5 years have passed. And on December 8th, I think that's a Monday. It's a very awkward release day for a video. But on December 8th, the sequel will be posted. And I'm very excited for you all to see. It's very funny. And I don't think it's going to be that long of a video because the questions, I didn't ask a lot of questions. And the questions that I did ask are very stupid. So, yeah. Probably not going to be the most impressive version of one of those types of videos just because the questions I asked are just so dumb, right? They're just so stupid. But it's going to be very fun, funny as well. So that's about everything Font Films for this week. I don't really want to talk about Gone Awry because I feel like it's a little unnecessary. Not too much new information. So yeah, we'll just wait for a future week. I will say this, we're coming down on the release date. We're only 17 days away, guys, so get hyped for that. Anyways, let's jump into the weekly news. We have 2 topics of discussion for this week, Zootopia 2 and Stranger Things. First of all, Zootopia 2. Let's jump right into it. The reviews for Zootopia 2 have officially came in, and they are extremely positive. What I mean by this, and I have the notes. This is crazy, so get ready for this. Ready? In just 48 hours, the film grossed over $556 million worldwide, with its budget of just $150 million. I know I said only, but still, that's still insane. This makes it one of Disney's most successful films of all time. So just think about that. $556 million in 48 hours. So I actually did get the opportunity to see Zootopia 2 with my girlfriend a couple days ago, and I think we both enjoyed it very much. I thought it was a very appropriate sequel to the first one. However, I do feel that the first one is a little bit better. Nothing in particular. I just feel like maybe the writing could have improved here and there. But I'm also a 20-year-old guy seeing Zootopia 2. So, I'm probably not the biggest target demographic for this film, but it doesn't matter. So actually, we did end up leaving the theater before the post-credit scene. I didn't even know there was one. I thought this was going to be the last one, but guess what? The post-credit scene introduces a possibility of a third installment of The World of Zootopia, with the hint of the film revolving around birds playing a crucial role in the next movie storyline. Very interesting. We haven't really seen birds in either two movies, and I guess they did that intentionally. I think that with this film doing as successful as it did, we're definitely getting a Zootopia 3. I don't think I mentioned this before. I find it very funny that Disney's making all these sequels, because I remember a couple of years ago, they were like, we're not doing any more sequels. We're not doing Toy Story 5. We're not doing Zootopia 2. We're not doing another Frozen. And here we are. All right, we have Moana 2. We have a live-action Moana. We have a Zootopia 2, possibly Zootopia 3, very likely Zootopia 3. Toy Story 5, I think I briefly mentioned that we're possibly getting a Toy Story 6. You know what we don't have? We don't have a Cars 4. Right? We don't have a Cars 4. I feel like Disney and Pixar could very much improve their company with a Cars 4. I don't want another Zootopia. I mean, it'd be nice to have a Zootopia, right? But Cars 4 is what we need in this world. Anyways, I'm going to stop talking about this because it's stupid now. Let's move into the main discussion for today. Let's jump into the world of Stranger Things. The first 4 episodes of Stranger Things Season 5 have officially been released, and the reviews are in, and fans are loving it. Fans of Stranger Things have rated the 5th season a 91% on Rotten Tomatoes. So far, there's only 4 episodes. There's only 4 episodes. I think there's going to be 8. 3 episodes release on Christmas, and then the finale releases on New Year's Eve. I think tickets are on sale now if you wanted to buy tickets in a movie theater to watch the finale. Personally, I'm not doing that because I kind of just want to watch Stranger Things at my house. I don't know. Sometimes movie theaters just aren't it. I know I should go out and support your local theater, whatever. For this, no. For this, I think I'm very okay just sitting on my couch eating bonbons and then watching the finale of Stranger Things. Anyways, the popular Netflix original show gained so much traction for the release of Season 5 that Netflix ended up momentarily crashing due to the high traffic on the site when it first released. I think it came out at 8 p.m. last Wednesday. But to be honest, that doesn't really surprise me. Netflix does have a history of crashing due to high traffic. We've seen that with the Jake Paul-Mike Tyson fight. And then Season 5 of Netflix. Dude, there's no way there was less than 10 million people showing up to Netflix at the same time to watch the premiere of Season 5. But what do I think about it, right? It's my podcast. You're here to kind of listen to what my opinion is on things, I guess. I think Season 5 is a very good season. I think it's very impressive. I love it so far. I will say this, don't like it as much as Season 4. I'm going to die in the hill that Season 4 is one of, if not the best season. I also really enjoyed Season 3. I guess a lot of people didn't. I don't know why. Well, it's not like they disliked it. It's just a lot of people think Season 3 is the weakest of the show. I do not think that at all. I actually really enjoyed Season 3. There's not one season of the show that I actually dislike. The If there was one season I would say would be the weakest, maybe two. Maybe two. But season 4, no way, right? Like, I love what they did with season 4. I love how they kind of left you off of a cliffhanger of season 4. I mean, they kind of left us off on a cliffhanger with every single season. But the cliffhanger for season 4 was even bigger than we've seen before. And the way they kind of just jumped right, well, not necessarily jumped right back into it, but continued the storyline for season 5 was very, I mean, it's clever. It's nice. Spoiler warning, like I said before in the beginning of the episode, if you have not seen Stranger Things so far, why are you watching this? Get out of here. Anyways, let's talk about it. I do enjoy how they're continuing the story from season 4 to season 5, having the military bases both in Hawkins, Indiana, and also having a military base in the Upside Down. Didn't see that one coming. I actually really enjoy that idea. I would say that episode 1 is very slow towards the beginning, but that's a trend that we've seen with every season. You kind of need to have that slow burn to get the excitement going and the tension building. But by episode 4, oh my God, this shit hit the fan. There's so much happened, and I'm actually very excited to talk about this stuff. But all right, final warning, bunch of spoilers coming up. Here we go. So Holly Wheeler gets taken by a Demogorgon, and now she is in Vecna's mind. But she is not alone in this strange world, because she is joined by Max, the character that we all thought was going to just meet the Reaper in season 4. Somehow still kicking it, season 5. I'm really curious. I'm not going to lie, they probably would have killed her in season 4 if they wanted to, so she might make it. I can definitely see her making it through season 5 and coming back. There's just want to be a point to almost kill her in season 4 to killing her in season 5. They very much could. You never really know with the Duffer Brothers, but I guess we'll see. So now let's talk about the elephant in the room. Will Byers has powers. Crazy shit. My jaw hit the floor when this happened in the final 3 minutes of episode 4. Crazy cliffhanger to leave your audience with for 3 weeks, right? Also, number 8, 11's sister is alive. Nobody really cares about that, to be honest. We kind of all just skipped over that. I mean, it's cool. Everyone knew that it was going to happen, though. Obviously, they're not going to, but I low-key hope that Vecna gets her ass. Because I don't know, she's just not an interesting character that much to me. I forgot if they killed 11's mom, though. I don't remember if they did. I should probably look that up or something. I'll do that after I record this podcast. But if she is still alive, I wonder if they're going to bring her back. If she's dead, then I guess I have my answer. So here's some things that I would like to see if they do end up keeping number 8. I don't even know her real name. It doesn't matter. But now that Will has powers, I would like to see Will, 11, and 8 go up against Vecna to, kill him. And this is going to sound weird, but I do hope that we do see some deaths in the main friend group for Stranger Things. Hear me out. You need emotions, right? You need that emotional grasp. If nothing happens in the season, you know what I mean. If something bad happens in the season or sad, depressing, then the season's just gonna not be that memorable. That's how I see it. So you kind of need to have those emotional moments and scenes. It's most likely gonna happen in one of the 3 episodes that they're releasing for Phase 2, releasing on Christmas. A lot of people are gonna be very sad and depressed when I'm gonna name drop here, Dustin or Steve bites the bullet and Vecna gets their ass in episode 7 of Stranger Things. There's a lot of characters that I don't necessarily feel are gonna die, like 11, Will, Mike. I don't really see that happening. Nancy, again, I'm kind of 50-50, but here's some characters that I do think are gonna die. Dustin. I think Dustin's a goner. I like what they're doing with his character in this season, making him kind of, he's very depressed and very torn up about the passing of Eddie from season 4. But yeah, everyone's hitting on Dustin, and it just makes sense for them to kill him, because then now we get Dustin was misunderstood in season 5, and then everyone misunderstood him and treated him so bad before he passed away. They're gonna pull some shit like that, and it's gonna be depressing. And then it's gonna be Christmas time, and they gotta pretend to be happy when that happens, right? Or Steve, the guy who's been protecting all the kids this entire show, besides season 1, obviously. And he's dead. He's gone. He's gone forever. The Duffer Brothers also confirmed that this season was going to have the most brutal deaths. So if there's a relatively brutal scene for one of the kids in the show, that's a scene that's going down in history forever. Nobody's going to be able to forget the scene where Dustin dies in Steve's arms. I'm calling it right now. That's what's happening. Quickly, let's discuss future things for Stranger Things. Unfortunately, well, I guess not unfortunately, because the project does look cool, but they are milking Stranger Things a little bit, just a tad, right? Just a little sprinkle of milking it. We have Stranger Things Tales from 85. This is the next upcoming project in the world of Stranger Things after the 5th season wraps up later this month. This limited animated series tells the story of the kids of Hawkins, Indiana in 1985, which takes place between the seasons 2 and 3 of Stranger Things. There's a video online that Netflix posted, I think Netflix posted it, or the Stranger Things YouTube channel, one of them, where the Duffer Brothers explain the project and they show like some clips on the show. It looks amazing, dude. I love the animation style, and I do think that they can pull it off, without a doubt. Stranger Things Tales from 85, I do have high hopes for. But yeah, so that's about it for this episode. Just wanted to talk about the elephant in the room and how Stranger Things 5 is so far. Like I said, I think it's very good. I think it's one of the best seasons so far. Some crazy shit is happening, and I know some crazy shit is to come. We're going to get the explanation of the Upside Down. The Duffer Brothers have confirmed that. I did see a theory out there that said that 11 was the one that took Will to the Upside Down in the first place. That would be an insane twist. It would make sense, though, if that 11 was sort of the main villain the entire show, and we didn't know it. I would kind of like to see it, but also at the same time, I would hate that. We're only a few weeks away from completing Stranger Things, guys. What do you think of Stranger Things? Leave a comment in the comment section down below on YouTube. If you're listening to Spotify, Apple Podcast, make sure to visit the Font Films YouTube channel. I think that's going to do it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of the Morning Taste Podcast. We might be diving more into Gone Awry next week, because I will be doing a lot of work on the project these upcoming days. New Font Films video dropping next Monday. Look out for that. And yeah, so that's about it. I'll talk to you guys next week. Bye, guys.